G'day, this is Captain Noob, and this is the AK-74M Russian assault rifle mod, not to be confused with the AKM project. But like the AKM project, this weapon mod has a range of Kalashnikov rifles for you to use and find out in the wasteland, which is very cool. We'll quickly go over them, then we'll go over the attachments of the AK-74M so you can get a feel of what these things can offer in terms of customization. So first of all, I've got the AK-74U. This one's just like a short-barreled version of the Kalashnikov thing. You can modify a stock on that if you want, but you don't have to, which is great. It's a pretty neat weapon. We've got the AK-104 here, firing the heavier 7.62 round, so you get a little bit more punch on this thing, which is great. AK-74, this one doesn't have all of the modernized looking stocks and grips as the AK-74M, so we're going to make that one an RPK just because we can. That actually allows us to do that. And you've got the AK-74, this one doesn't have the U, and it's not a short barrel one, so I'm guessing this is just the AK-74U. Slightly longer brother, maybe he's a bit older, never mind. So we'll get right into the attachments of the 74M. We'll pop this all the way up to a powerful automatic receiver of the special variety. Unlike the standard one, we actually get better damage out of that, which is great to offset very hard damage penalty which you get on you, which I always complain about. You can put an AK-105 barrel on if you feel like it. It'll give you a little bit better hip fire because of its short barrel length, but I prefer having a little bit more range. I feel like this is a better look for the AK-74M. Anyways, moving on, you can put a skeleton stock if you feel like it, which will improve the recoil, although I'm not really sure how it would do that. I think reducing the weight would make the weapon kick more, but okay, I'm getting conflicting messages here. I'll just leave the standard stock on. Righto, going over the mags. Now, we've got a standard magazine giving us a size of 30, which is respectable for any sort of automatic rifles. If you want, we can change it to a more open stock there, which you'll probably get a little bit more dust and grime into the receiver there, but that's fine. Russian rifles are robust enough to not have to, jam when they're dealing with that. We can up the mag size to 45 if we want by putting on a larger mag. We can totally overhaul that to 90, but I feel like that's an RPK's job of holding all of that ammo in a big drum mag. There's also a lesser 61, but that's actually a really wide mag there, which is kind of interesting. We'll just go for a tactical magazine because, yeah, we're going to get this thing dirty and it's not even going to mind. Now for the sights, what I want to do is chuck on a nice reflex sight. Let's go for some nice green ones. Sure, why the hell not? This thing kind of looks like a Cobra sight from Battlefield, so I'm definitely liking that. And we'll chuck a suppressor on because suppressors are definitely awesome, although we've probably got too much damage out of this already. It probably won't matter all that much. Yep, that looks to be about it. You can put some Spec Ops colors, which gives it a nice little camo feel, but I kind of like the standard color a little bit better. Some legendary effects here if you need it, but I think that'll be fine. I'm going to modify the rest of these to my liking, and I'll see you in Gunners Plaza. Looks like I found an actual Cobra red dot sight. I'm actually so happy. Why isn't there more of these in Fallout in general? The Russians would have imported weapons to America. They were fighting China. Make more of these, Todd Howard, please. Righto, here we are in Gunners Plaza, and here is our AK-74M in first person with our Cobra sight. Very, very happy to be able to use this thing properly. And looking at this thing in third person, as you can tell, the textures and meshes on this are superb. Animations line up pretty much perfectly, which is great, and the weapon is of good size too, so that's good stuff. Also, we've got Iris on the case this time. She's my newest angel, as Darth Madara likes to call them. So you know what? Fine, we'll just adopt that term for now. She's Children of Adam if you haven't noticed. She's got green face paint because radiation and bright green and Adam and all of that. Oi, no detecting me. Okay, so we've been roped into combat a little bit earlier than expected, but that's fine. There's those reloads again, that's good stuff. And now we're getting some sneak attack criticals. Things are about to go a little bit haywire because, nope, never mind, we're able to take out those turrets before they spot us. I'm not used to having a powerful weapon like this. Special thanks to the special receivers to actually offset our half damage penalty. Good on you, Master Shifu, you design your gun mods well. So this thing has a little bit of recoil, likes to bounce around in your hands a bit, but it's nothing too unmanageable. If you like to burst fire your weapon a little bit, you can probably have a little bit more success with this. Anyways, we're detected now, no use for a suppressor. Let's get something a little bit more close and personal. This is the AK-74U. No suppressor needed on this bad boy. We've just got some basic glow sights too, but I kind of like it that way. I get memories from Battlefield 3 using this thing with just the iron sights, because I really liked it with the iron sights. But yes, the gun bobbing animations are nice and solid, and you know what, we might as well get some bash animations in here. I'll show you off how they go. That looks like a basic gunner, conscript. Well, that kind of sucked. That was a finisher animation, but we didn't get the damage. And there's another finisher animation. Okay, I don't think it worked there. But yeah, sometimes when you actually equip the weapon, you press a little dial on the side, or you press something and you actually pop the weapon off safety, which is amazing attention to detail. I really like that. Moving on, this is our AK-104, and this, I think it's 104. One second. Yes, it is 104, my memory was right. This one's got the PSO scope, and it hasn't got the night vision on it, but I feel like it's a little bit too much of a zoom in, but that's going to be fine. We'll use this as a sniper weapon since we get the base damage, the best base damage out of it. And with any semi-auto weapon with sniper rank 02, we've got the chance to actually knock down our targets like that. It's a 15% chance, but yeah, you got a pretty good chance to actually do that. I'm actually noticing something when I aim down sights with this thing. It's got some sort of AN94 thing happening to it. See, sometimes I can pop off 2 shots very, very quickly. I'm not sure if this is a glitch on the just how the weapon performs, because I wouldn't put that past, or whether that's an intended feature. Okay, so it's probably enough time with the semi-auto one. We're back to being detected, and we took out Captain Bridget very, very easily. This is the big old RPK. I like this weapon. This weapon was cool back in Battlefield 3 as well. And one thing the AKM project didn't get right with this is its rate of fire. But look at that. This thing is a slow-firing beast that it is back in Battlefield. Mwah! Mwah! Perfect! This thing, this mod, it's so much better than the AKM project that it's almost, it's almost terrible that this thing isn't talked about more, because everyone loves the AKM project, right? But I reckon this is actually better. It might be superficial features that make me think it's better, but still, I really like when the weapons are done like they were in Battlefield, because I like Battlefield. They do weapons right sometimes, except for when it's like the SAR-21, I think it was in Battlefield 4. That weapon gave me the shits. When they lowered the fire rate of the G36C in Battlefield 4 for some ungodly reason, turning the weapon into a useless shit pile, that was bad. But that's okay, we've got weapon mods that make the G36 cool in Fallout 4. I'm getting off track. That's just the RPK, sorry, 74M solid weapon. We'll move on to this one. This one also has a semi-auto with a standard receiver. This one has a little bit more of the AN94 thing happening to it. Maybe it's a little bit easy to pop with the ACOG scope, which I deliberately put an American scope on a Russian rifle to see if any Russians would spit their vodka all over their keyboards. Thanks, guys. I hope it wasn't too bad on your wallet replacing it, but yeah, I don't know if that's a glitch, but it certainly happened. So this thing is kind of like an AN94, which is kind of cool. Did I miss something? No, I didn't. There's only 5 weapons. So there you have it, a snapshot of what all of these weapons are like in the mod. Yes, I'm actually gonna say right now that I do enjoy this weapon mod better than the AKM project, and you know what, it's probably a weapon mod that I'm going to keep around because this is great. Awesome stuff. Good work, Master Shifu, you demand. Okay, we'll move on to some scary monsters now. We're gonna run the gauntlet properly today. I promise you this. Righto, let's avenge Ella from yesterday by killing Gerald, but before we do that, we're gonna slaughter some innocent raiders. Just kidding, these guys aren't innocent, they're all pieces of shit and deserve to die, just like Gunners. Now these guys are lesser than Gunners, and they're going to go down very easily to all of my beautiful AK weapons with their special receivers. Yes, they are. So we're gonna move on to something a little bit more tough and a little bit more on the bad thing. I know you call dogs canines, but I don't know like the canine name for bear. It wouldn't be something stupid like K10s because they're like kind of like big dogs, but no. I'm talking bullshit. Looks like the bear hasn't shown up today. Oh, unless he's down there. He'll get a nasty stagger on us, but we'll quickly recover from that. And we'll have time to pop a quick reload, which worked in third person. Hell yeah. That's great. And yeah, we'll finish him nice and quickly. Alright, moving on, we'll go and grab our sniper one and take out some good old super mutants at range. These guys are already sort of aggroed, so we can keep tabs on these guys with our compasses, which is good. Okay, so we get a little bit of recoil on this one too. We should probably just keep our shots nice and slow to make sure we don't lose control of the weapon. Also, taking out the doggo is a good idea to not get spotted. We'll see how long we can go here without being spotted, and if we do, we're bringing out old mate RPK. Righto, who's next? We've got one over there. He doesn't look like he's entirely switched on because he was just running out in the open. Oh yes, Gerald's laying waste to the gunners there. That's okay. We already killed enough gunners today. I think we're going to be fine. Okay, we've got a suicider in there. These guys are going to show up in the window sills to peek out. We've got a little mod called floating health bars, and that'll allow us to have a little bit of wall hacks when it comes to these guys, which is convenient, if not cheaty, but that's fine. Also, the mod really doesn't work from all the way over here too. We only see a tiny little sliver of their health bar. So it's nice that we've still got the top health bar. I was actually thinking about getting a mod to remove that so we can only see the health bars right above their heads, but now I'm seeing the merit of it, using it at this range. So we're hitting these super mutants for like 560 damage, which is good stuff. We actually hit that guy in his mini nuke arm, which works. And we've got one shooting at us with a minigun. Well, too bad for him. Miniguns are fucking terrible because he's going to die a horrible, painful death of not being able to see. See, this is how you snipe people, Boone. It's the last thing they never see. Iris is a good sniper. In fact, she's the best sniper. Not as good as Winter, though. She's designated sniper. She can't take the hits, man. Okay, so we got a little bit of an A94 deal on his ass there, getting 2 rapid shots off. Maybe we're doing some secret Russian Spetsnaz tactic of making our weapons shoot faster than they ought to, so I guess maybe there was like books coming along with the weapons, like manuals, and maybe a little bit of vodka. Man, maybe I'm liking these AK weapons because I've been playing a lot of, what's it called, Metro recently, and their AK weapons are pretty great. Anyways, we'll move over to our RPK because all of this sneaking around is making Ivan bored, and we shall not make Ivan bored. That man carries many machine gun on his back. I'm coming out now. Look at me. I am still in caution somehow. Maybe if I... Fucking hell, what does it take to actually aggro you guys? Come on. Thank you. Now run out to me so I can shoot you, please. Why are these super mutants so elusive? Did I miss you? No, he's obviously over the other side. That's okay. We'll go Rambo style up in there. What?
Go ahead and hide, little bleeder.
Pot kettle black. Oh, he got locked in here. Maybe it's like a Forks situation happening here. And except in this case, this one actually lost his mind where Forks hasn't. They still gave them a laser sniper though, so I'm not sure what's happening there, but whatever. Righto, we'll move up to old mate up here. I think I saw a super mutant skirmisher. I must have already killed him. Oh wait, no, it's just a doggo in here. He'll go down nice and easily. Good night. Righto, so with 90 rounds or 90 more rounds slapped into this bad boy, let's go and find Gerald, and we'll tear him a new arsehole with our beautiful RPK. Look at all that damage we got at him. Okay, we might want to stop him now. Not the best weapon here. You're going to go back. We'll get out our sniper one, and the one we can do that. Yes, that's perfect. Now we'll whip out our AK-74U just because this little dude needs to get some action. And now since this thing has a short barrel and no scope to speak of, it should be relatively decent with its AP usage, and I'm seeing that right now, sure. For a rifle weapon, it's doing okay. That's why I'm spotted, because I walked into some lights there. That's okay. We'll switch back over to our sniper, and then we'll panic. Our panicking worked there because he's once again down on the ground. I think this is how we have to do it now. We'll just get him with a scoped weapon. I'm actually wondering whether the see-through ACOG scope is some sort of weapon we could use for that. Ooh, the recoil goes out of control when you AN-94 with this thing. When you two-shot with this thing. I feel like the ACOG should zoom in a little bit more, but that's fine. Now, I think I actually threw Gerald off the map. Okay. Either I threw Gerald off the map completely or he's retreated somewhere. Usually if he's thrown through the map, he'll he'll spawn up here when he reaches a threshold of you got too low, because that's what the game does. If you fall under the map, it'll just spawn you on top of it again, which is actually kind of neat. But yep, looks like we might have to chase old mate Gerald down, so we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, looks like we've checked old mate Gerald down, and he is lurking around near Hangman's Alley, so we'll just go ahead and shoot him with lots of shots that would make him nice and knocked down, and we'll get him nice and softened up before we finish him off with something a little bit more loud and proud. Why the hell not? So he's not doing too well. As you can tell, we're pretty much keeping him locked down for as much as we can, and although we're getting the lowest mag size actually no, we've got 45 bullets, no, 40, sorry. Yes, even though we've got a relatively low mag size compared to like 90 or something, we're still doing a pretty good job. I think the maximum you can get on the AK-104 is actually 75, so yeah. We haven't got the most, but it's going to be fine because we've just obliterated him with the tactical use of the sniper perk, which is always fun to use. So Gerald is running right at us, and he's going to have a very, very bad day indeed. In fact, he's trying to run off again. He's not quitting. Too bad for him, he sort of got lost around that house and then died, but yeah, he tried running away again, so yeah, he might not be scared of Allah, but Iris really, really makes him feel scared for some reason. Maybe she's super scary, but the behemoth community has once again lost a member of them, and yep, I think that is a good enough time to call it there. That was the AK-74M Russian Assault Rifle mod Superior. It's definitely superior to the AKM project. Download this, have both of them so there's even more AKs in your game, and then have a mod that changes all of the purified water to vodka, and then just run around in the metro tunnels, and then you've got yourself a nice little game of Fallout 4 style metro there. I'm talking shit. If you'd like to see this in your game, check out the link in the description. This thing is on Gun Network, so sorry console users, this one's not for you unfortunately. But what will fortunately be for you is a companion mod containing none other than Iris in time. I haven't actually worked on that in a while though. But yeah, let us know what you think of her. And yeah, thank you for watching, guys.